Jury in the Bob Leonard murder trial is now deliberating this afternoon. Leonard is the half-brother of the convicted mastermind behind the deadly Richmond Hill explosion. Prosecutors say it was all orchestrated to collect insurance money. Rich Van Wyk is covering the trial for us in Fort Wayne, where the case was moved because of pretrial publicity. Rich?
Scott, jurors resumed their deliberations about 9 o'clock this morning. The jury members have a lot of work to do. They have to pick their way through, consider evidence and testimony presented in a trial that lasted more than 4 weeks. There's a lot of work to be done. Guilty verdicts could send Bob Leonard to prison for the rest of his life.
You know, my hopes are that Mr. Leonard will be found guilty on all counts, and I'm prejudiced. I'm Jenny's dad.
Jenny and Dion Longworth died in the explosion that destroyed or damaged about 100 homes in the Richmond Hill neighborhood. Prosecutors claim Leonard participated in the plot to destroy Monserrate Shirley's home to cash in on a $300,000 insurance policy. But during closing arguments, Leonard's attorneys claimed prosecutors didn't prove exactly what Leonard had supposedly done.
What credible evidence has been introduced as to what Bob Leonard actually did as part of the conspiracy?
As part of her plea agreement, Monserrate Shirley testified that Bob Leonard helped his half-brother Mark carry out the scheme to fill the home with natural gas, then set it off, and was promised $10,000 for his help. Prosecutors claim cell phone records, security camera video, DNA tests, and other witnesses tie Bob Leonard to the crime, and that under Indiana law, his precise role doesn't matter. In a conspiracy, the crimes of one are the crimes of all.
If you aid, you're guilty just as much as anybody else. And that's what we were trying to stress to the jurors.
Mark Leonard has been convicted and sentenced to life in prison without parole. For victims, Bob Leonard's trial has been an emotional 4.5 weeks.
And it's something you do learn to live with. And so anybody that's lost a child or another person that's incredibly close to them, I think they will understand that.
Prosecutors insist that Bob Leonard knew, or at the very least should have known, that someone might be killed because of this alleged conspiracy. For that reason, they have charged him with knowingly murdering Jennifer and Dion Longworth. If convicted of that knowing murder, Bob Leonard could also be sentenced to prison, Scott, for life without parole.
And when we get that verdict, we'll be putting that out on our social media this afternoon and have more coverage at 5. Rich, thanks.